In 2009, 344,000 Kiwis did not know where their next meal was coming from. By 2019, this had almost doubled. When COVID hit in 2020, there was 750,000 to 1 million Kiwis, that's 1 in 5, that did not know where their next meal was coming from. If we sit in that for a second, that could be someone that you pass in the street, that could be your child's teacher, that could be your neighbour, that did not know where their next meal was going to come from. This stat gets me up in the night. Today, when I thought that we were post-COVID, we still have 750,000 Kiwis that do not know where their next meal is coming from. Here is the thing, we have the capability of producing enough food to feed 40 million people, yet people are hungry, 1 in 5. Tēnā koutou katoa, my name is Lisa Booth, I'm from Kete Kai. Our kaupapa is to end hunger in Aotearoa by 2030. And we're doing this in 2 ways. First, we've launched a meal kit, which is the most affordable in New Zealand, and we're also building technology to empower communities and marae and iwi to create their own food solutions. So let's talk about what solution we've developed. We started this journey and we thought that we had a pretty simple view. We just need to drop the price in food. But actually it was a lot more complicated than that. We went and we talked to people, communities, marae and iwi, and we said, actually, what does it look like if you have no food? We held hui, we asked the hard questions, and what we learned was that, imagine this, you and your partner are on minimum wage. Most of your bills are being paid every week, but once you get to the end of all of your bills, you have $150 left over. And then the unthinkable happens. A tyre blows out, and it's $69 gone out of your pay packet. And then someone gets sick, that's another $45 gone out of your pay packet. And then all of a sudden, you've got the really hard choice to make. Do we buy kai, or do we buy petrol so that we can go to work for the following week? These are real choices that Kiwis are making today. I know what you're thinking, because this is what I was thinking. But in New Zealand, when we have so much food, and we have so many amazing organisations, surely someone can get a food parcel. Surely we have a benefit system that can help people get access to money. Well, let me invite you to what that journey looks like when somebody actually has no money. First of all, they're ashamed and they're scared and they feel vulnerable. They're then met with invasive questions. And I want to make this clear, it's not the community or the organisation that's putting them through this invasive questions. It's the fact that I feel so vulnerable at that point that any questions make me feel like they're invasive. Maybe I'm approved, maybe I'm not, but let's say I am. I receive a food parcel. These food parcels are designed to last 2 to 3 days because they're for emergencies. I don't know what I'm getting. And then once I get the items, I actually don't even know how to cook them because they are something I haven't seen before. I may have dietary requirements such as diabetes, or maybe I have an intolerance, but actually at that point I'm so ashamed, and I actually just feel really grateful for the fact that I've been given food that I don't feel like I can speak up about it. I still have to find more food to survive the rest of the week. And on top of that, I'm feeling ashamed. Gro Harlem Brundtland, a Norwegian politician, said you cannot tackle hunger, disease and poverty unless you can also provide people with a healthy ecosystem in which economies can grow. When I look at this, it doesn't feel healthy, I don't see any dignity, and I can't see any mana. So ending hunger is not just about cheap food. It's uncomfortable when we talk about it, but we have to dig deeper. We have to ask these really uncomfortable questions. And so we ask these people, well, actually, if we're going to redesign this or look at it, what else do you need? And we were told, we want sovereignty. Communities want to know that they can give the food that people want. They want some choice over the kai. They want it to be affordable. No one actually wants a handout, and all the whānau that we talk to at different maraes, they want to reduce the dependency on the system. They want knowledge. They want to know how to cook and where they can access kai from. They want jobs. No one wants a handout. They want connection. When I'm in this position, I want to be connected to other people. They want their mana lifted. They don't want it stripped away. Communities, maraes and iwi are already doing incredible things out there. But what we're starting to unpick is actually a system that's a little bit broken. People want change. Communities want change. And so we dug into communities and we said, actually, what are the pain points you have? And they told us, our volunteers are tired post-COVID. The cost of food is astronomical and we can't feed our people. Packaging worries us. We're time poor. Communities and maraes and iwis are already doing so many wraparound services that food is a really difficult problem for them to solve. Knowledge for cooking. They want to know how to teach their people. We translated this into a business sense because we already had our own commercial product. So for us, we were like, well, these look like problems that we've seen before. And when we have these issues, we realized that by pulling them all together, we could see that technology was at the heart of this. We began to see links. And so we worked alongside Papakura Marae with their people, and we started to say, let's reimagine what this could look like. If you could have a say in how you received your food parcels, what would that look like? And this is what they told us. Sometimes we actually do need a free food parcel, and sometimes we actually need to purchase additional items, and we would like to purchase those additional items from the marae or the iwi that I've gone to. We then want to move into a low-cost food parcel where our mana feels enriched because we're paying for it, and then we would like to move into a fully priced product. And what we started to realise at Kete Kai was that communities were the key to ending hunger in Aotearoa. And that actually, if we layered them on top of the new system that we had designed alongside this whānau, that they could facilitate this. And better yet, they could actually put education and jobs along this timeline to empower people going forward. So then we started to think even deeper and started to imagine even bigger and get the vision kept growing. We thought, well, what if we used what we had learned already from Kete Kai and we passed that knowledge down into communities? What if we could create a network where we fed this technology down of tech, recipes, supply, and knowledge? Then we started to get really excited because then what if we use the same technology to connect maraes and iwis and community centres to each other? What if they could grow their own food and supply each other as well? What if we invited more people into this ecosystem? A farmer, an education provider. Do you do sustainable packaging? These are all problems that everyone's trying to solve, and we could actually work together to solve this. What we've realised is it takes a village to cultivate change. And together, we could actually reduce waste, rejuvenate reconnection, strengthen bodies, we could lead by example. Because together, we could end hunger in New Zealand. Thank you.